has gotten so gross.
It's so disgusting. Oh, I had something disgusting. I thought I would ask you.
Oh, yeah.
See how you would have handled this. You seem like you know stuff, but nobody needs to know.
Yeah, actually, yeah, valid. I was like, I don't know things, but I do know things that are stupid. I'm the worst in trivia, but like a random thing, I'm like, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm sure you've had it covered.
I don't know
this
about
might have
wars.
even happened to you.
Oh, God.
Okay, so last night, I'm here in New York. I finished my shows, and I went back to my hotel, and it was like the final show of like a long run. So I'm like, I can get myself a little treat on the way home. This will be nice.
Yeah.
And I saw a chocolate milk made from Silk, the almond people, the almond milk people. They have a chocolate
Big
milk.
almond milk.
Yeah, big almond milk. So I was like, oh, that'll be cool. I'll get the chocolate almond milk. That seems like a Yoo-hoo adjacent thing. Like maybe it's fun. I don't know. So anyway, I bring it back and some Nutter Butters, and I'm in bed eating them and watching a Hitler documentary.
You're wild.
It was a big night. It was a big night.
It's actually a dream night for me.
It was a really big night. I was celebrating. And I didn't realize until this morning that, well, the chocolate milk tipped over on the end table. And I thought it was just a little on top. And I thought I had cleaned it. This morning when I'm gathering things, I realized, oh, there's a bunch down low. So without thinking, I took the face cloth, the washcloth, and went over and did the chocolate milk. And I was immediately horrified because now I have a washcloth covered in brown something. What is the housekeeper going to think I've done?
Oh, this might be time for a personal note that you have to leave. Because you go two ways. You could either go, look, let her think I was freaky last night, things got crazy. Or you send her a nice, polite, handwritten note where you're like, hello, things went awry with my chocolate milk last night, I swear. But it is funny, you judge, like, what did they think could have possibly happened in this room?
As soon as I did it, I was like, oh, I'm sure these poor people, I'm very conscious of the housekeepers' burden. And I can only imagine there's plenty of washcloths that the housekeeper, someone wipes their ass with it, and then they're putting it into the, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I want to make their life easy. I clean before I leave. I try and I tip. I don't want, I'm very conscious of these poor people working their asses
I'm
off.
just laughing if you did leave a post-it that says, like, I swear it's just chocolate, smiley face. Is that creepier?
Totally. That's not.
It's like you're trying to trick her or something.
Yeah. And we're assuming she reads my handwriting and English. And it's the note. I don't know.
You could just put it in the garbage.
I tried. Well, then I thought that. But then she's going to be like, why did he throw that out? This is all her never met, but she's going to judge whatever move I make.
She's going to be disappointed in you regardless.
This animal took a shit in the washcloth and threw it in the garbage like I wasn't going to clean the garbage out also.
It's funny that you mentioned this after the Hitler documentary because I love watching fucked up documentaries at night.
Yeah.
Because it makes you feel like your day could have been worse. Like it gives you perspective in life.
Yeah.
So like the fact that you watch the Hitler documentary and you're like, you know what's worse than this? The fact my housekeeper thinks there's a poop stain on this. So I think you need to get your priorities right.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. Crystal night. All right, I get it. I know there was a lot of suffering, but you thought you didn't know what was happening in the world.
Put 100 in it. Just roll it up with $100 bill.
So here's my move.
Okay.
First of all, would you have been in this turmoil if
I'm a messy person in general. I'm a creative, as they say. Like I've once spilled syrup by the bed, and then I just put a paper towel on it, and then it just stayed there for weeks. So like I'm not a domesticated goddess by any means, so I don't judge people.
Right.
I also, when you're in hotels, like it's chaos. Like the fact that I don't leave the bedroom with food. Because no one's eating at the desk facing the wall in a hotel room. That's
with
dark.
The TV, right?
Yeah, with a TV above you. Like you're eating in bed, you're spilling a little, but we're trying our best here.
Yeah.
So I don't judge.
Yeah.
And I would have just stored it like in those deep memories that I don't want to look back at and pretend it didn't happen.
Just walked out, went to the elevator.
Worried about the next thing happening in my life.
Right.
Move on to the next menial stress that I need to obsess over.
All right, that's good to know. I can't get there.
Sometimes if you come up with another problem,
Yeah.
you forget about the previous problem.
Right.
And this is not hard-hitting advice that anyone should follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is what you want to know what I did?
What'd you do?
I first tried to wash it out of the washcloth,
Okay.
which made it worse.
Yeah. It's smudging.
It's smudging and it's lighter. And now it seems more like it was in someone's ass.
It's giving.
Before it was like, oh, come on.
It's giving douche.
Yeah.
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 So then I took it and wrapped it in the other towels and the bath mat and put the big lump there. So she just had to pick them up and throw them in.
That's smart.
She's not. There's no way she's taking them all apart and like separating them. She's taking that load and throwing it in the bin.
Unless if this is something people do often, she goes, "What's this guy trying to hide?" And that's her thing. She's like, "Let's get to the bottom of this pile."
Yeah, maybe she's like, I would just do that, but that time I found the $100 bill. I found those AirPods.
I also try to tell myself that like whatever messed up thing happened in my room,
Yeah,
there's been like way worse things that they've seen.
100%.
It's like, I don't know if you would agree, but have you ever gotten like a pedicure?
No.
Okay, we'll do it one day. Me and you. You go to get a
I don't know.
pedicure,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, I have some hair on my knuckles, and like I haven't shaved, and like I used to play tennis, so my feet are kind of messed up." And you're saying all this stuff, and they're like, "Don't worry about it. We've seen way worse." And you're like, "Oh." So I try to tell myself that the world's a big place.
It is a big place.
So like
You're right.
they've seen dead bodies in hotel rooms.
Really?
I'm whispering
In my hotel room?
in that specific hotel room as possible, because they're not going to tell you.
No, they won't tell me.
Look how dark this pod just got.
No.